Good morning and welcome back to the zombies and the Louisville zombie apocalypse. I was just heading out back towards the Spiffo HQ so we can get some more material for our home Spiffo. I was getting really annoyed at this car, so I think... Oh. If zombies let me, I would really like to tow it out of the way a little bit more. We just had a helicopter event happening yesterday, so I spent my time in the base doing some tailoring, which is about as exciting as it sounds. Now, I actually found a recipe that only uses twine, and we have so much twine. It's kind of a freebie. And especially if we get another flax harvest in. We're gonna have even more twine. Work out. There's also a sizable number of zombies there. Yeah, you know how I say always, tow cars backwards? Yeah, I didn't this time, and now it's super slow with the towing. Behind me? No. Any runners? No. Always super cautious, especially if it's the first day after a helicopter. I always feel like the whole zombie population in the city gets a shake-up. Right? Areas that were previously clear suddenly have 20 zombies around, and areas that were super busy are suddenly empty. It's like someone treated the city as a snow globe and shook it up, shaked, did a little shake. Many are still coming out of that building now. Nice. We're gonna be out of breath here in a second. No place to fall back to. We can like 2 seconds of breath here. So one thing that you might have seen me do just there is, so there used to be a function in the game when you go on any door of your vehicle. If you press Shift E to get in instead of just E, it would get in and immediately switch to the driver's seat. In some patch of build 41, that was disabled. Or that was changed, so then if you did that, if you press Shift E, then your character would walk around outside to the driver's side door and get in on that side, which basically kind of defeated the purpose. So I got used to then just pressing E and then quickly pressing the change seat button followed by the number to change the seat that way. Apparently with build 42, Shift E is a thing again, and thanks for the comments pointing that out. so we can do that again. Also, I think I'm gonna call that good enough in terms of getting the car. It's no longer in the middle of the road. It's a little bit easier to drive past because towing here was not getting it anywhere. Muscle memory still does that. Anyway, our original goal today is, well, see how the Spiffos HQ is doing. Get some flooring from there. Also, on a completely separate note, in a completely, typical me note, I added a couple more mods, including a vehicle mod, where I'm like, yeah, that's a vehicle mod I've been using for a long time, and I've never ever found that vehicle, and so one more new vehicle I'll be on the lookout for. Attach all my items again to the backpack. Yeah, I guess. See, this is also another reason why I was kinda not super keen about getting back here and fighting here. I don't know what to do about the FPS in this area. Because for me, it's not fun to run around here. I almost feel like it's worse today. And I wonder now, the question is, of course, is this just a game issue, or is it an issue that some mod that I'm using? No, that's wrong. Remove broken glass. Might be causing the problem. Pick up anything while we hear zombies moving about. Hearing one more. Might be stuck on the upper floor. I don't know. No, hang on. There's two guys coming in from the side place. It's nice if we found another like Spiffo costume. I mean, that's also a nice Spiffo t-shirt. We'll take that. So, I guess the main thing, I don't know what if it's just really having these high buildings, if that's causing the FPS drops, or if there's a huge number of zombies in the area that's causing that issue. There's zombies on the top floor, and they're too stupid to find their way down, and they're freaking me out. So we're just gonna ignore that. Oh. You see? I thought that whole thing would have a weight of 10, not turn into 4 parts that each weigh 10. Nice. It's not fun. They're just above me. Need everything about this. You know what? I should have brought a sledgehammer and just sledge that. So like, sure we can climb through this, but is that the fun way to do this? Can be certain, I don't know. Are you gonna leave stuff behind that you have equipped primary, secondary, and climbing through a window? Because you do that with bags. Okay. Apparently you don't do that with giant children's play castle things. Okay. Also smooth. Big question is, okay, the rock tiles only weigh 1, and they don't even require me to equip a crowbar or anything. But now that I see this, I kind of think we probably also have these yellow tiles under the rock, and not just have the rock on the raw floor. I never knew building a nice enclosure for your raccoons would be that difficult. What did I pick up, and why did I not pick up this? That's the zombie coming. Coming with us now. It's just for kids there. You're not allowed in the play area. Some more broken glass. Glass everywhere. The wonderful mechanic of this car, being able to access the trunk from inside, so we are in a safe position when we're unloading. If I remember correctly, we have 5 by 6 in the room, so 30 tiles. Now picked up 36 of these toddler rocks. Kind of regret ripping out the old floor. Putting it on the raw wood floor is gonna look bad. Picking up those tiles is gonna be too heavy for single trip. I guess if I load up the car seats, this will be okay. concerned about the safety of this operation. Constantly checking my surroundings here. Yeah, I don't see or hear any more zombies, so I think I'm gonna do the typical, have a little cut, and probably see you back at base. Safe and sound, and slightly overweight. Overloaded, rather. The secret compartment looks way less secret if the floor is not matching the color. Right, but I'm kind of happy that I wrapped that yellow flooring here. I think that's gonna look much better and also much more authentic. So I'd really spread out the tiles here on every single seat and compartment in the car to get all the tiles in. Okay. What I'm concerned about is, yeah, no, it is 30. For a second I thought my memory was wrong and it was just 6x6, not 6x5, but not 6x6. 6x5. 30, not 36. But we brought 36 tiles anyway, so we are well prepared here. Okay, so we need 7 more tiles. So the other suggestion that I really liked was kind of turning this bathroom into a little bit of a drive-in window. So you need like a window that opens sideways. I mean, the other Spiffos restaurant did have a drive-in on the side, so we can utilize that. Not sure what would make, if we had like one of these drive-in arrows, that would be fantastic, but this Spiffo didn't have it, right? Neither of them. To drive around the city for other Spiffos. I'm also, I was just thinking about this while driving back to base. I don't feel it makes for good content if it's super laggy, as it is currently near the skyscrapers. Like, everything else has been performance-wise no problem in Louisville, but getting close to the skyscrapers just really halves my FPS. And that's not fun for me to play, and that's probably not fun for you to watch. So I might just make the official decision of, well, the stated goal was always that we make our way over there and conquer the top floor of the highest building. This might have to wait until I figure out how I can improve the performance there, or maybe some future patches. It's still, you know, we're still on the unstable branch. There might just be some performance improvements coming. Okay, so do we fully floor this with the toddler floor, or do we like leave the yellow flooring like outside a little bit, maybe? I think I'll do a 4x5. Then we have the castle, the bouncy castle here somewhere. Just need to figure out how they fit next to each other, right? Because you see they have like some colors on the side that kind of blend over into the next tile. Yeah. It don't fit there now. Yeah. This will fit here. This green goes there. The red from there, and then we're gonna need the bottom corner blue. Okay. It's way more complicated than it needs to be. I don't want to hear any complaints from my raccoons later, right? It's understandable. I think the remaining tiles that I have are basically the back row of this, so we need like 2 more sets. More set. Actually, I might just leave it like this. Get rid of these. Because with the tiles kind of blending into each other color-wise, I'm not sure how good or not good it'll look. So just doing one row here is probably not going to look great. Maybe not. I feel like though the leftmost row didn't have this bleed over effect. Tough decisions here. This is serious business. I mean, it's an apocalypse game, right? Your life's on the line. This is how you died. Also, hey, you better make a nice place for your raccoons. Blue corner. It's the blue corner that we're not going to use. That is green center we're not going to use. Red. No, we need like the front green corner, please. One. Instead. I think that's okay. And you don't see that bleed over from the other colors because of that little lip here from the staircase. And Bunny seems to like it. We need to clean this out though. It's pure water. We're just gonna transfer liquids. Put a little bit of that water into the bowl, just to make room in the bucket. And then we're gonna switch targets. Take the bleach bottle. Put some of that bleach into the bucket. And then in the bucket tooltip that it lists a little bit of bleach. With the mop. Glass shards on the floor. Oh my poor bunnies. Fix that. So now you can do clean sprains, stains. You could always do this. I think before the liquid system, you basically were using bleach for it, and you went through it super fast. So now that you can basically put a little bit of bleach into a big bucket of water, a bottle of bleach is gonna last you a long, long time. I already cleared this out, I already cleared the kitchen. Yes, here. Not gonna notice that. In this, no. Midnight and I'm cleaning. I haven't even cleaned my own house, but this house is now spanking new. Alright, right. And then we just wait for the next drain to fill up the bucket again. For the next time we need to clean. Empty that. We'll have a quick salad, and then we'll check in the morning what needs to be done. So we're gonna need 11 more of the green flooring tiles to finish off the main part of the enclosure, the restaurant. Then we'll just see what else we can pick up. I'd like some decoration for the walls, but I don't think there's anything in the spiffles because, you know, most of the walls are just the outer windows of the restaurant. And then, of course, we have the big task of the kitchen. Maybe I should have brought the trailer. We can take a look at that drive-through window, and especially I have no idea what to put on the other side of the window. So we'll take a look what's showing up there. Oh, right there. I always feel like, wow, it's a long drive, and no, just around the corner. Yeah, this is basically the drive-through window, right? There's nothing yet. They like it's not even a counter on the other side of the window. And actually, I mean, it has like a drive-through vibe. Why did that not work? Just so over-encumbered. gonna need the crowbar though in a second, so. Okay, so we got a sliding window. What do I say? 11 more tiles. But I don't want to go crazy over encumbered here. B11. Let's take, in case I wanna also do the drive-through, like the bar from our little bathroom. I also want to put tiles there. Then we're gonna need two. Okay. How did I? Where did I even pick up that chair? What? Sure. We can put the chair on the drive-through window so the person working the drive-through has somewhere to sit. Just gonna put two counters and then the cash register on the drive-through window. And I know we're doing silly stuff, right? Like we're all fully aware that we're way past the zombie survival part of this game and only build silly stuff. It's like playing The Sims with just some zombies occasionally. And without having to make friends to get promotions in your job, because how did that ever make sense, eh? So how heavy are these? Am I hearing zombies outside? Where would zombies be coming from? Well, the other question is, can we even move these? Okay, we got the electrical. No, hang on. Yeah, we need electrical 5 to move the industrial ovens. I'm just gonna fake that the oven we have is an industrial one. Ah. Too heavy for inventory. Just put it under your shoulder. I'm a bit concerned that we are constantly encumbered, even if we don't carry any big furniture here. Leave stuff in the backpack. We can't pick up the sinks because I didn't bring a wrench. Might be a utility closet somewhere here. I could find a wrench. Wrench in my car. Okay, we're also kind of running out of space, right? We can still put these in the seats, because you can always put any item in the seat, even if it exceeds the capacity. Any single item, I should say. No such luck. No wrenches. So we have one more available seat for now. No room to move here. It's completely full. Going to cut out and cut back in as we're getting to base. It's right over here. As those two guys are far enough away to not worry about them. Actually, let's do a quick cut, and I'll unload and install all of that in the Raccoon enclosure. We got a almost fully furbished kitchen. I think we're gonna do one more quick trip, pick up the 2 deep fryers and a couple or 1 extractor hood for here, and then put the deep fryers both here and put some extractor hoods on top of those. And bring a wrench so we can get like a sink or 2 in there. I think that's pretty much where we want to be. I kind of like this. Like, you get the idea of what's supposed to be. Maybe it would make sense to sledge out this and put a proper doorway in here. Oh, that's actually, there's the counter, so would to be here, would have to be there. Now, let me just mirror over. And also give the raccoons a little bit more better path. Yeah, there's one more thing though. I like the idea of having a very uncomfortable chair for whoever's working the drive-in. So much action going on here. I like this so much. How busy are we in the meantime here? 70 animals. I could have sworn we were up to 72 the other day. Did one die of old age? Which is a thing that can happen. I don't see any corpses, any bodies lying around. Okay, maybe I was misremembering the number. Alright, I think then let's get the tiles out of here. I'm not gonna use them in the drive-in. I think it's fine having different tiles there. I'm just gonna this car has become my leftover parts storage. This must be a propane tank that has been left in here since we drove this car back from our starting house over here to this part of the city. That's silly. That I never picked that one up. And it also... I'm still getting a little bit salty that all our propane just vanished with the last patch. Right, I'm gonna head back to Spiffos and pick up the rest of the kitchen now. Oh, this is what we can pick up. Yeah, probably for the last time for now. Since we don't have a fridge. The problem is if I put a fridge into that restaurant, then it's going to be powered by my generator, and it's going to eat all my electricity, all my fuel. So I guess I'm just gonna pretend that nothing needs fridging. $30 weight? Oof. At least I can still equip it in one hand. Then they only weigh 15. Don't question it. I did not... I completely forgot. I'm not sure what distracted me, but I forgot to pick up a wrench. Oh well. I guess we can just grab a sink from any of the other houses in our neighborhood and put that in there. Any of them have industrial sinks. Also, as I was driving down here, I killed that zombie over there, and that was the one that gave us level 8 and axe. It's this, it never gets boring over here. Oh yeah, if you play without respawns, you never have to clear around your base. No, that's not how it works in this city. Right, yeah, I'll install all of that stuff here, and then I'll show you the final results. I have to do a little bit of a rearrangement, but we have the fryers over here, the oven is now here with the extractor. You can't place an extractor over the window. I also removed the curtains because I felt like that's wrong. Unfortunately, we don't have a chrome industrial sink that fits with these counters here. So no sink for now. So yeah, no fridge thing. I wonder if I put the fridges in there, but that's still too close, right? Yeah, 20 tile range. And I don't want to put the generator on the other side of my house because then it's closer to the wall, and that's kind of what I wanted to avoid. But yeah, I like it. I like it. We have the kitchen here, fully kitted out. We have the counter with the bags and the cups and the trays. Yeah. Playpen area. Main seating arrangement. Our little drive-through counter. I think That works out nicely. I'm looking forward to the next rainy day, because on rainy days everybody goes into the house. And that's gonna be just good old fun in there. Just wrench away. So yeah, as I said, in terms of what's the next big project, I think I'm gonna shelve the skyscraper project for now. I'll figure out what I can do to make it playable, do a little bit of testing, but just to keep the ball rolling here, what we could do is there's this big parking lot here which had some vehicles in desperate need of a rescue. I'm a little bit interested to potentially pay a visit to the industrial area down here, just to see if they have anything that we still need. There was also, when we were doing our trip here, right, we were driving past the side of their hospital parking lot, and that might be worth another visit, another look. Although this area, you know, after the close encounter, I'm not sure how keen I am to return there. Well, there was also a post office somewhere here. I think it's this one. This one might be the post office, so might be able to find some more books. But I think we actually have all the books. And then, of course, over here, right, we could check out this part of town. Potentially can kinda follow the road here and get all the way to the big Louisville Mall. Maybe I'll just, yeah, leave it as for now. So might be a little bit lull in episodes while I'll figure out what we want to do next and also read through your comments. And while that is happening, I might just do some trips around the base, pick up stones for our little construction project that I still have out here, which is just taking so many stones and so much clay cement. That's gonna take a while until we have an actual working carport / garage over there. For now though, yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna put a cut in here. And who knows, maybe by the next episode we finally have the next patch. It's been about 5 weeks now. That's the longest single patch in the Unstable that we had. So I'm expecting big changes. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.